It's wild, it's twisted. Headlines hitting like a slap and you missed it. It's madness, I'm tapped out, live on the scene and I can't find my way out.
And welcome back to another episode of the Convoluted Podcast. It's your host, Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus, and I'm here with Liz.
Hey! And tonight's little slice of modern dystopia is about YouTube doing the funniest possible thing after inventing the world's most powerful thumb-powered slot machine, adding a parent-accessible stop-scrolling lever specifically aimed at YouTube Shorts on teen accounts. YouTube Shorts. It's not a ban. It's not a moral awakening. It's more like, we heard your concerns about the infinite hamster wheel. So we painted one of the spokes a calming blue and labeled it mindful. The comedy fuel here is the contradiction. YouTube. We care about your teen well-being. Also YouTube. Here's a product designed to delete hours from your life in 9-second increments.
This is basically giving parents a remote control for the doom scroll. Expect the remote is hidden in settings, behind 3 menus, guarded by teens who can smell parental intentions from 40 feet away.
All right. Before we step into the algorithm's haunted house, hit follow or the subscribe wherever you're listening. Drop us a rating if you got 2 seconds. And if you know a teen who can bypass parental controls, please stop being friends with them.
Okay. So here's the actual update. So YouTube announced new controls for supervised teen accounts that let parents clamp down on teen experiences, especially that endless scroll of YouTube Shorts. The headline features is short feed timer. Parents can set how long teens are allowed to scroll shorts per day. Coverage describes preset setting from 15 minutes up to 2 hours. 2 hours? Goddamn.
I know, right? And I love the world we live in. There's now like, we must regulate the scrolling. It's like YouTube built a little digital hamster wheel powered by insecurity and chaos, and then we hear you, we're introducing leash technology. After 2 hours is still not a limit. That's an activity. That's a hobby. That's training for the Olympics of avoiding homework.
Okay, so now the spiciest details we could find is that YouTube says an option is coming soon to set the short limit to 0, which is effectively turning shorts off for that supervised teen account. That's the parental control equivalent of walking into a casino and saying, no, my child will not be using the slot machine today. And then the casino manager goes, understood, ma'am, and then pulls the lever.
0 minutes is so aggressive. That's not mindful viewing, that's exorcism. That's you're holding up a cross to the algorithm like, be gone, vertical demon. And just teens heard 0 minutes and immediately started developing new skills in deception, VPNs, and emotional warfare.
Along with the short limit, YouTube has bundled in more well-being scheduling tools. Parents can set custom bedtime reminders, and they can set custom take-a-break reminders for supervised accounts. The vibe is we're helping families build healthier habits, while the product itself is still designed to offer you an endless stream of content you didn't ask for, but suddenly can't live without.
Bedtime reminders from YouTube is like a bartender tapping your shoulder like, hey man, you've had enough. And the take a break reminder is very polite. It should be honest. It should be hop up and say, you've been watching top 10 satisfying things for 47 minutes. You are not satisfied. You are a husk. Please stand up and drink water.
And one practical detail that matters for reality, the cover describes that teens can't just change or disable describes that teens can't just change or disable the parental settings short limits for from their side. It's not just a suggestion, it's a setting enforced through supervision. Ooh, okay.
Which sounds great on paper, but teens are basically cybersecurity professionals powered entirely by spite. If there is a rule, they will find the loophole. If there's a lock, that will become the key. You're not blocking shorts. You're creating a new black market economy of, hey, can I borrow your phone real quick?
So that's
Oh, I've heard this way too much.
so that's the mechanical what's changed time limits for shorts, upcoming 0 minutes options, plus bedtime and break nudges, especially specifically for supervised teen accounts.
In summary, YouTube built the haunted house and now is offering a little sign that says, please exit the haunted house at a reasonable hour. And that's what happened. Now let's get into why it matters, aka why we're laughing about it.
True, but let's actually. I want to get your take on some of this. What are your takes? We've talked extensively over these past couple years of heavy social media usage and a lot on the shorts usage too. I've talked about my brother's horrific addiction to that. What are your thoughts in this parental controlled account settings?
I get it, but again, like the teens are smart enough. They want it, they'll find that loophole, right? They always find it, right? It's a deception. May doesn't watch a lot of shorts, a lot of TikTok. TikTok offered that option. I'd be all over that. They watches YouTube, but watches actual people
long
talking
form
about games.
YouTube,
Long form, exactly. It's not short term form, so it's not the 9 second doom scroll. So an hour long watch.
No,
So,
yeah, I've recently had to catch myself. I end up watching probably like 20 minutes worth of it in bed. Like I watch one or two, but then I keep scrolling and scrolling. That's how it gets you, right?
mhm.
And I can like we said, I can only imagine for younger generations with their and we talked about this last week about how kids are kind of basically addicted to this dopamine hype and how it's affecting the education system
Yep.
for themselves. So we can see him, and on the other side you can kind of look at it too is are even parents gonna even enable this too, right? How proactive are some parents, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. There are some very, proactive parents, and there are some parents like me who try, but then knowing that the kid's gonna figure out a way around it. I know my kid. My kid's smart enough. I could see it figuring it. They can figure it out.
All right, so this matters because YouTube is basically acknowledging out loud that shorts is part of the platform that most likely turned into I'll check one thing into it's tomorrow now. And the company is framing this as mindful viewing, with parents getting a dial that they can turn, including the upcoming set to 0 option. That a big signal. The scroll is powerful enough that families need to a kill switch.
And it's funny because of the tech version of an arsonist showing up with a tiny squirt gun, going like, "Hey, I'm here to help." Like YouTube didn't discover the endless scroll. YouTube manufactures the endless scroll. The comedy is watching a platform that makes money off of intention to be like, we support healthier boundaries while still whispering, but also, you up?
It matters because this isn't happening in a vacuum. This is YouTube adapting a shorts time limit feature that already exists for adults. Ooh, okay, I didn't know that. I might add
I
that.
didn't know that either.
Making it more enforceable for under 18 accounts. The adult version basically pauses shorts and throws a notification, but it's dismissible, meaning that the only thing stopping you is your self-respect, and which is noticeably reliable at 1:47 a.m. It got
Reliable.
oh.
All right, the adult version is here. Here's a speed bump. The teen version is here. Your wall your mom built. And the funniest part is nothing makes a teen want something more than an adult calmly saying no. This is like giving kids a new extracurricular advanced workarounds. And so what I was talking about.
Yep. There's always a bigger ecosystem piece. YouTube is tightening how it handles teen accounts in a general, and both by giving parents more control and by trying to better identify which accounts belong to minor using AI age estimation signals that YouTube responds to ongoing pressure around youth safety and platform accountability. Whether it's regulators, parents, or the general culture mood that's turned into, okay, maybe we shouldn't raise kids inside the algorithm.
And it's right for rips because it creates this new family dynamic where the home isn't run by rules anymore. It's run by settings. Like parents used to go out. Like our your parents used to sell, let's go outside. Now they're like, I have to adjust your permissions, child. It's less because I said so and more because the app said so.
Oof. Too real.
Right?
If you want the clean takeaway, YouTube is positioning this as empowerment. Parents tailor the experience, limiting shorts, using the bedtime and break reminders, while also calling it industrial first. That's the company trying to hold two truths at once. One, that is a real tool for some families will love, and two, it's also a PR move that acknowledges the product is so sticky it requires guardrails.
Exactly. It's helpful and it's hilarious. It's basically YouTube saying, we're giving you control over the machine. Whispers. Yes, the machine is still running.
First, let's talk about some of these things. First thing to underline: this is for supervised teen accounts, meaning the teen's account is connected to the parent guardian supervision setup. This isn't every teen on Earth instantly getting limited. It's specifically for families using the supervision tool.
Translation: the only works if parents have already completed the sacred ritual of finding the correct settings menu, which statistically has a lower success rate than summoning a demon. But okay, progress.
So, have you done that set part of that for your kiddo?
I don't think, like, again, the kid doesn't do shorts, they do long term, so I don't know. But it's more like TikTok more than anything.
True.
YouTube is not winning, so.
But you don't even know if your kid has a teen account. It would just be a standard account. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But I thought they were connected to mine at one point. I don't know.
Uh,
It was so long ago I set this up, so like in and out the door. I'm not home all the time too. That's a problem.
So that's interesting to hear from your perspective as a parent to like how much. Well, you do a lot. So if it's just you times a good amount of the population of the world, right? Even just in the U.S. talking about it, or any first world country that has this strong proclivity to social media, like how much time our individuals see. Like I literally just walked in the other night to my house after coming home, and everyone's literally on their phones. My nieces and nephews are on their tablets while the TV is going. That can tell you a lot.
Yeah.
And like, but then how many of those actual accounts are actually supervised and not just something made quickly? Like how many people are actually going to go try to properly check if their YouTube account is a parent-child account, and or even start trying to set it up if it's not as simple as pushing a button 1 2 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, my kid has been better about monitoring this how much on their phone, TV, but they're also gaming too, so that it's another screen, but I think it's a different because you're actually having to think about the controls. You have to think about where your buttons are pushing, or you screw up and you die. But which it doesn't justify another screen, but I mean, it's I think trying to get them out of the loop of phones. Like they notice I'm not always on my phone. Sometimes I am a lot. So it just depends on the day of the week. Did you get me at a busy day of work and I want to check out?
Liz is part of the problem.
I am part of the problem. I'm not gonna lie. I am part of the problem. I'll take it.
So the main mechanic, parents can set daily limits for the short feeds. Reporting describes presets options for 15 minutes up to 2 hours. The YouTube says a 0-minute option is coming soon, with effectively turns off short scrolling for supervised teen accounts.
Which
What do you think of that? And then
I think if you're punishing the child for not doing their homework or something, I could see that being the optional, but like to make it 0 minutes in general, like that's not fair because I know you're on your phone scrolling, doom scrolling just yourself. So, I mean, that's hypocritical. Like I understand if you were doing it for both of you guys and you were like, it's time for family therapy, it's time for game night, interactive board games or something or card games for whatever reason. But or reading or something. You know what I mean? Like just it's gotta be a proactive on both sides, personally.
Okay.
I think it's that's and there's gonna be and that's where the kid is gonna start to lie and hide things from you.
Or act up.
Or act up.
Have you seen some of those videos of kids acting up when their phones or tablets get taken away or removed? Like,
it's
they're wild.
It's scary. Yeah. They're not funny. I'm like, oh, they're funny, but it's like scary. Definitely scary because that's like yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a small temper tantrum with my nephew when his tablet got taken away. He just literally sulks on the bed face down, and that's like, really?
Nap time for you, buddy. That's good. That's a good sulking.
So yeah, would you implement any of these if it was moving into other short form platforms?
Yeah, I probably would because I think we all need a healthy break and dose. I don't. Doom scroll. Like it could be 15 minutes, but I'm like, okay, I really am tired. I really need to go to sleep. I'll cut myself off. I know my 10:30 bedtime comes up. I'm like, yep, time to go.
Hey, yeah.
It's only been some handful of minutes that handful of days in the last couple months that I've been like up to 11 because I just can't sleep. I'm so wired.
Okay. Another key practical point is that the limit is designed to set teens so that teens just can't change or disable it themselves. So it's not a cute little suggestion, it's enforced through supervision.
Which is the part where every teen becomes an IT consultant overnight. Oh, you set a limit? Fascinating. I have set a workaround. I'm now 43 years old and I live in Sweden.
Yeah, that's the thing you were talking about. Like there's always people finding, and at this point, you can use AI to like ask it how to make an account using a VPN. Like people will find a way. There's 1,000 ways. There's the classic, remember the old ways? So like trying to make an account. Like, yes, I'm 50 years old making an account back in the day. I have probably six email accounts. I don't remember because I randomly gave a random age. Just to say I was over 18, right?
Yeah.
But it's there's always a way, and people will always find a way, and there's even easier ways to do it because AI makes it easier. So, but what do you think of these the parents that can use the scheduled bedtime and take a break feature? What do you think of those?
I think it's a great thing. It's a great thing, to say, hey, it's time to like take a break. Let's go read for 15 minutes or something. Something so you're not doom scrolling, taking a break, a mental break from things like that. I think it's a great thing. And also the bedtime feature, I think that's very important because every kid, even adult, needs sleep. They need their sleep. So I mean, yeah, come on. You're all right. It's 15 minutes to bedtime. Okay, now it's 5 minutes to bedtime. Now you really have to start thinking about, getting off and decompressing and brushing your teeth and, doing the basics, before
doing
bedtime.
the routine. Yeah.
Yeah, the routine. Yeah.
So if you want one more detail that's useful for explaining the why now, YouTube has been rolling out more systems to identify teens, minor accounts like AI-based age estimation. So these controls fit into the broader move forward. We're taking youth protection seriously, they said.
Yes, this is YouTube's putting it on a reflective safety vest that says, trust me, I'm responsible. While standing next to a machine that prints dopamine.
Yeah, like we were saying before, YouTube's not the only culprit. There's other short form content. You know, you got TikToks, you got I don't YouTube Reels. I don't think as much for the youth. I feel like YouTube Reels is more like for older people because it's like blended in with Facebook.
The same thing with Instagram too. Instagram too, connected with that too.
Yeah, I think it's more like for at least for the youth, it's more like TikTok, Shorts, and Snapchat. All those like short form, and there's other short form platforms that even we don't know about. But yeah, definitely all these we've talked about this. Like it's affecting really how bad it is, and well, as much as we're joking that YouTube is adding this, it's still a net plus, right? If a couple people are able to utilize this correctly, that's useful. Because it hinders a little bit more than before. Thoughts?
I agree with you on that one. Yeah, it helps with people who are already really proactive in that, to protecting the kids. And there are some, I think it's a great thing that the proactive parents are doing, and hopefully they don't use the 0 negative minutes on it. So.
All right. So here's the button on it. YouTube just rolled out a stronger parental control for supervised teen accounts, with the headline featuring being a daily short limit. An option coming soon to set shorts to 0, which is basically a parental off switch for the scroll. Along that, there are more structured bedtimes and take a break reminders, so families can actually put some guardrails around the most time devouring part of the platform.
And that's why it matters. It's useful, sure, but also extremely funny because it's YouTube omitting the quiet part out loud. Shorts is powerful enough that it needs a kill switch. It's like building the haunted house and then months later offering parents a flashlight, a map, and a whistle that says, if the algorithm grabs your child, pull this cord.
So whether this is genuine safety work or PR armor or a little bit of both, this is YouTube giving parents an actual lever to pull instead of just hoping the teen logs off.
Which means teens everywhere are now enrolling in a brand new extracurricular advanced workarounds and emotional negotiation. Graduation requirements include sighing dramatically and pretending they weren't even watching shorts anyway.
All right, and before we end this, if you're still listening or enjoying the chaos, hit the like and follow and subscribe button. Toss us a rating or review, and share this episode with one of your parents you know who is about to discover screen time settings and go full wizard.
And if you are the parent, welcome. We have merch. We have also thoughts, mostly thoughts.
Bye.
Going with KB, surge to a level of the block. This is a 95. Let the night go, we going, we going, we go. Yo, we got bees in the street. Secrets on the block. This is jail TCP. Live talk, get cover. Go, locked up command with the mic and a bulletproof vest. Reporting live from a scene that's a hot mess.